So if you don't know, the Marvels is Marvel's latest addition to the MCU. It's new, iteration of the MCU and how things are shaking out. Um, and I've been on the side of the internet where they're red pill, they are anti woke, all this stuff like that. Like these niggas hate the Marvels. They hate
You
it.
mean to tell me that the Marvels flopped and it's all the
Wait. This is not what the first one I want to see. This is the first one.
Bruh, I cannot wait for this new Marvels movie to tank.
Uh, 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 uh.
Oh, bruh, it's finna be crazy. It's about to be funny as hell, dog. This shit finna be so funny, dog. Oh man, what the hell is wrong with people, bruh? What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Marvel, Disney. Y'all trying to make sure y'all get y'all little CEI points for all this little woke nonsense, bruh. So look, what we doing, bro? I'm about to peep this new Marvel's preview. Yeah. This be funny, bro. Like, no, how y'all ruin this? How y'all ruin this? I mean, I know how y'all ruin this because y'all going this whole little woke ass feminist shit, bro. But y'all are stupid. You dumb as hell, bro. I seen it. Like, whatever preview they just dropped yesterday, but it must be a couple of previews, dog, because I'm gonna tell you, bro, like it was a week or two. I'm in the living room with my mama. We watching the game or something, and then there was some little preview of the Marvels coming out, dog. And I was quiet. You know, I'm accustomed to the woke ass feminist movement now, so it didn't surprise me to see that Marvel was strong arming this whole feminist bullshit with the superheroes, bro. But my mama, she watching it. She's like, man, it's a bunch of girls. I don't want to see that shit. Like, thank you, bro. Thank you, dog. Don't nobody.
I think this is, and I watch some Night Talk videos. I'm subscribed to Night Talk. He's not the only one who has the same sentiment. He's not the only one who has the same sentiment. The fact that he's a non-comic book guy, though, just based off of the words that he's saying. Just based off of the words that he's saying. And literally sitting here plotting on the downfall. Look at these thumbnails. Look at these thumbnails. They're ready. This is a whole side of Twitter I had never seen before in my life. This is a whole side of Twitter that I've never seen. Yeah, this is a disgusting side of Twitter. A disgusting side of Twitter. And this guy's made 2 videos about this shit in 2 weeks. Look at this. He's made a video about Miles Morales. I've never seen so many adults this mad about children things. I've never seen this many adults so mad about childlike things. This is totally like just, it's literally blowing my mind that they care this much about it. So the Marvels had their performance. Night Talk comes out.
Ooh, hello. You mean to tell me that the Marvels flopped and it's all the men's fault, huh? All right. I'll call this. You would have to be slow to think that this movie was going to do well in the box office, bro. Slow or delusional, but those are one and the same. Yeah, slow or delusional,
So this is
bro.
after the Marvels.
Like, how could you not foresee this happening. But real talk, I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. Like the worst MCU release ever, bruh. The Marvel's flops at the box office, marking a new low for the MCU, bruh. Since 2008, the Marvel machine has been one of the most unstoppable forces in the box office history. Now that the aura of invincibility is showing signs of wear and tear, the superhero factory hit a new low with the weekend launch of the Marvels, which opened with a meager $47 million in the box office. $47 million, bro. These are movies that be raking in like hundreds of millions of dollars, dog. 47 million.
But what are you what is that compared to? That's what I would want to know. What is that even being compared to? Let's skip forward because I want to look up some.
And
numbers.
if you don't like my politics, don't buy my
this
book.
Is the writer.
Problem solved.
I tend to be pretty optimistic, but in this one I'm worried. I'm straight worried. Because stores are closing at a phenomenal rate. Independent comic sales are down. Mainstream comic sales are down, except for the top 3 or 5 books are up, and everything in the mid list is way down. Numbers that used to be numbers that would get you canceled are now like, no, that's a hit, you know. Independent books.
No accountability, brother. Cope is hard. If you don't know, that's Kelly Sue. She's the one that revamped the whole Captain Marvel character, because you know Captain Marvel was a man originally, but you know this feminism shit, which clearly it did not matter in the first.
And I looked up the last time Captain Marvel was a man. Captain Marvel was a man in 1972. Last time Captain Marvel was a man was like the 70s, maybe early 80s, but it was the 70s.
First one, because of how they plan that shit, bro. You know what I mean? A little twist, you can make Captain Marvel a chick. Everybody was cool with it. You seen the response, bro. You know what I'm saying? You seen the response and shit sold ticket sales. Nobody liked the movie, but it sold ticket sales because you're developing the rest of this story, bro. Like, I was gonna make money regardless, dog. But you try to give me an inch, try to take him out. Give me an inch, try to take him out. Okay, we can give you all bitches. All bitches playing superheroes. Okay. You see where that got you. Bro, like all these little wokies on Twitter going crazy about how terrible this fucking movie did in the box office, bro. So let me get this straight. Captain Marvel's 1.1 billion box office doesn't count because of when it was released in between 3 and 4. But we're just going to ignore the Marvels being released amidst 2 strikes and a peak MCU backlash, bro. That cope is tough. That cope is tough, bro. It's like one literally has nothing to do with the other. Like a strikes don't have nothing to do with the audience going to take their ass to the theater to go watch that goddamn movie. I guarantee.
But it does have something to do with the way that the movie's promoted and the way that the movie is put in the eyes of masses of people. Because they were on strike, the actors for the movie couldn't go out and promote it. And mind you, that might not be the reason that you go and watch the movie, but promotion does affect how people find out about the movie itself.
I guarantee you, if Infinity Stones came out, I guarantee you, if Endgame came out in the middle of a mother strike, they still would have sold out their ass.
And I don't even necessarily disagree with that point. Is Cardiac? I'm about to cut him off. I don't even necessarily disagree with that point. If Endgame dropped, if Endgame dropped in the mid of a strike, I'm pretty sure it would still do well. It also had a decade plus of promo in it of itself. Oh my gosh, my camera froze. If Endgame dropped, I'm pretty sure it would do pretty well. But that's because it had a decade worth of promo in previous movies that made it do well.
Because movies was fire and dudes wanted to mother him. Hell, women wanted to see that shit and women wanted to see Marvel and peak MCU backlash because they keep making trash movies. The backlash came after they keep making these whack ass movies, bro. You don't see the connection. You don't see the trend. That's what's happening. Y'all shooting yourselves in the foot and getting mad that folks don't want to see y'all switch their shit around. These narratives from these different platforms are trying to say that since there was a black female director, is another reason why no one wanted to support the movie. Trying to put.
I just think that this is just so far it's been just an inaccurate description or depiction of what's been going on. But he has an audience. So I don't expect it to be a much better takedown of what the fuck happened. I don't expect it to be, a much better analysis as to what the fuck happened. So that's literally what I expect from Night Talk. That's literally what I expect from Night Talk or these other people is, hey, we have a specific type of audience that I make YouTube videos for. Let me put this out here. Obviously, the video will do good if I take this angle on the video. If I take this angle on the video, it'll do well. I think that there are reasons why these newer movies are doing not so hot. There's reasons why these newer movies are doing not so hot. It could be some fatigue. There could be some lack of interest in the stories. Could be some mismanagement as to how they're going about doing the whole thing. But if you don't believe that the people, if you don't believe that the people or the strike, I'm sorry, hasn't affected this shit, then I would just say that you're crazy. Then I would legitimately say that you're crazy, dog. And if you look at the other movies that have come out in recent times, because even Ant-Man that came out recently, I don't think that affected Guardians of the Galaxy, but Ant-Man that came out recently, those have lower numbers as well. I'm trying to think of another one that had lower numbers. I think even the Spider-Man movie had lower numbers, comparatively speaking. I think somebody put that in the chat a little bit earlier. Kage the Truth says, I just checked. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse did worse in the box office on opening. It did 35 million. Lil Bro has no base. I don't know if that's true. Oh, Into the Spider-Verse. I don't know if they count that as a part of the MCU, but yeah, there's so many reasons. I'm not saying that the movie is good, bad, or indifferent. I'm not interested in watching it because Marvel is lost to me personally with other stuff that has nothing to do with feminism, that has nothing to do with this other stuff. I think that there's a way to right the ship. I'm glad that they are introducing, spoiler alert, the X-Men into the universe. That's perfectly fine. But in reality, if you look at all of comic book movies and comic book related films, like what happened in that span of 10 years was an outlier. What happened in that span of 10 years was a complete outlier as opposed to what was supposed to happen and what normally goes on. Right? So it's very likely that we've just regressed back to the means. That's all we did. We just regressed back to the means as to what the fuck is going on. What's up, AK? We just regressed back to the means as to what's going on. That's it. Not anything crazy. We're back to where superhero movies were. We're getting into the era of superheroes that we don't care about. Like, it's not even that there's gender related or whatever. There's a lot of movies that we just don't care about. I mean, a lot of characters that we just don't care about. There is a lot of characters that we just don't care about. And I want to look at this. That's phase 1, the multiverse saga. This is shit that we just don't care about. Black Widow came out. That was too late, to be honest with you. Shang-Chi, Nobody knew or cared about anything Shang-Chi related. Eternals, nobody knew or cared about that. This story has been going on for the longest. Now, this is appealing to the comic book people. People just don't care about it. The casual just doesn't care about it. And the casual is the one that's making up these numbers. They saw Spider-Man No Way From Home, for sure. Doctor Strange, familiar character, they saw that. Love and Thunder had bad reception. People wanted to see Black Panther Wakanda because this is the first Black Panther since Chadwick Boseman died. So definitely supported for that reason. And then even in Quantumania, Ant-Man, this is supposed to be the one where we're restarting the timeline. But at the end of the day, it still didn't do necessarily the best. But these are a lot of characters that people don't care about. People do not care about these people. And I think that's why they're going to write this ship by trying to bring in some of the characters that people know and love. They're going back to Captain America. There's Blade movies, all these things like that. But I'm telling you, people just don't care about some of this stuff. It has nothing to do with the feminism, the woke culture, getting gays, getting straights. None of that shit matters, bro. We're back to where we were with comic book movies in the first place because people just don't care about this stuff. How's that for Cope?